What is up guys, Chris here and welcome to a new Destiny video today. And today we're looking at my personal favorite hunter PvP build, which is with the Gunslinger. And let's hop right into it. So first of all, we're going to take a look at the skill tree. We're also going to take a look at some of the weapons I use and of course the helmet. But we're going to hop into the skill tree first. So this looks a bit confusing if you're not familiar with it. Basically it's a vertical. You gotta look. So if there's three abilities vertical, you can pick one. If there's 4 vertical, you can pick 2 of them. And let's just start from the left here. With the grenade, the incendiary grenade is pretty good. Swarm grenade is pretty bad. Trip mine grenade, hilarious. I fucking love this grenade. That's why I used it. It's also fun for PvE, like sticking it to a shield and just watching Cabal just fly away. But for PvP, you can cover a doorway with it. You can cover an objective. It will explode after around 20 seconds, so it's not as overpowered as, say, a Claymore in Call of Duty. But it's a really good grenade if you know enemies are close to you. For the double jumping extra ability, obviously the double jump is fixed. But I choose triple jump usually. The better control is kind of okay. Higher jump is also kind of okay. But I feel the triple jump is like both of them combined, honestly. You get an extra jump. Each individual jump aren't as high, but you get an extra one and you can control it twice. So I just feel triple jump is a mix between these two and it's really good. And then we have the golden gun, and their Deadeye significantly increases the accuracy of the golden gun. Not too useful in my opinion. Combustion, killing enemies with golden gun causes them to explode. I use this a lot. It's very situational and very good. Sometimes you'll have 5 enemies on the same flag and you can take them all out with 2 shots because they explode and kill each other. But it's very situational, so usually I just go for gunfighter. Reduces the cooldown of the golden gun, allowing it to be used more often. Now, this is not a situational. If you get the golden gun more, you'll get more kills usually, while you can get more kills with one golden gun using this one. But there is another ability that sort of makes up for this, not having this. But first of all, the throwing knife, throw a knife from a distance. This is actually extremely useful, especially for me. I use the, the shotguns quite a lot, and I like to finish off players with my throwing knife. And I look like an idiot when I play other classes because I try to throw my throwing knife and it just won't work because obviously there is none. And I just like to have the ability to finish off people from slightly longer away than the melee kills can do. So the extra abilities for this is Circle of Life, killing an enemy with a throwing knife while the golden gun is active, extends the duration of the golden gun. Not too useful. I never kill people with my throwing knife while the golden gun is active. Why would I? Incendiary Blade is kind of useful, especially for PvE. PvP sometimes saves my ass, but overall I feel Knife Juggler is better, since if you get a precision kill, which I get quite often actually finishing off people, you get the knife back immediately, and that is just awesome in my opinion. Because as I said, when I play other classes, I find myself knifing the air like a complete idiot, and I do the same when I don't have my throwing knife on the hunter. So that's why you go for that instead of catching enemies on fire and dealing damage over time. Then we have some attribute training, whatever, and I go for Path Unknown because recovery is the most important trait in PvP in my opinion. Armor is not so important, agility is what you like. So I feel as though recovery is definitely the most important one. I like to have a little bit of armor. I think that is more like a mental thing, because that much armor doesn't really make a difference, but I just don't like to have minimum armor. It's just like I'm the weakest one on the battlefield. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. So I go for Path Unknown. And then we have Scavenger. Picking up ammo reduces the cooldown of your grenade and throwing knife. Grenade and throwing knife are good, but it's not as good as overpenetrating golden gun, which is absolutely awesome. That's kind of what makes up for lacking the combustion part. So you can damage multiple targets with one shot. Again, you can kill up to 4 or 5 enemies when you have this if you're in the right situation. It's rare, but it's nice to have. And then we have Gunslinger Strength. Precision kills increase weapon stability, stacks up to 3 times. It's good. I prefer Kyo. Then we have some more training focuses, and you can see both of these put down recovery, so it's a no-brainer. Of course, I go for Way of the Nomad. And then we have Chain of Woe here. Precision kills increase weapon reload speed. Very, very useful. I love this ability. Then we have Over the Horizon, increases range of the golden gun. It's also quite useful, but it's just rare that you have the golden gun super far away. This is more useful for PvE situations in my opinion. And then we have Gambler's Dagger, gain an additional throwing knife. Useful, as I said, I love having my throwing knives, but I just prefer having fast reloads. Now, the guns actually don't really have any relevance to the build, but let's just take a look at them after we've taken a look at my helm obviously, because this one's actually important to the build, because one of the perks here is Last Man Standing, and you gain an additional shot per use of the golden gun, which is extremely powerful. It's not the nicest looking helm in my opinion. I don't really like that. I think the other helms look a lot better, but this one is the Gunslinger helm, so of course I'm going to be using this one. And for the guns, you know, I have a lot. By the way, I'm going to be doing gun guides on all the exotic rifles, so if you're not subscribed already, subscribe if you want to see some gun guides. And you know, also the Shinjin E, brilliant rifle for PvP. You know, I have my favorite sight on it, the red dot OES. I can upgrade the stability fully. This is awesome. If you have a Shinjin E, hold on to it. It's great for PvP. Obviously not as powerful as something like the Soros Regime, but still really powerful. But the one I use the most at the moment is the Grim Citizen. I'm not going to go too much into the details of it, but you can get this from the Crucible Quartermaster. I don't have the version from the Crucible Master. I have a different one. Also, again, I have my favorite sight on it, which is absolutely fantastic. And then I have a lot of, like, I have the Invective, great for Rumble especially. Then we have the Pocket Infinity, unfortunately got nerfed, Icebreaker, a couple of other weapons. The Surus Mach B 51, sorry, I can't talk. It's also a great weapon for PvP. This has got the hand-loaded one, which means it has more range, which is really good. And I'm talking way too fast for my tongue to keep up right now. That is crazy. And then for heavy weapons, I got the 2 exotic rocket launchers, and incredibly, I have 4 machine guns, all with void damage, and I got them all from engrams. I have not gotten a legendary launcher, but I've got 4 void machine guns. By the way, I have one from each faction, and then I have the one from the Vanguard. So, I would actually like to hear from you guys. Which legendary weapons do you want me to make weapon guides of? I'm obviously going to do one for all of the exotic weapons because they're too awesome not to do it with. But the legendaries, you know, there is quite a few legendaries here, and I gotta make a lot of gun guides in that case. So I want to know which gun guides do you guys want to see. If you're not subscribed already, of course, make sure you subscribe to see awesome gun guides, and I will be doing comparisons of something like the Divine Gravity A and the Swarm, because those are 2 of my favorite machine guns, and that sort of stuff. I am open to suggestions, so if you're not already, make sure you subscribe for awesome content. And that's about what I have for you guys today, so make sure you like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.